Good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to Spelling List 7A. Please set up your paper like this with your name and date in the upper right hand corner. This week's list has 24 words, so you want to number 1 through 12 in the first column and 13 through 24 in the second column. Mine's already set up for 20 words, so I'm going to just have to flip my page when I'm finished. The first word is go, one syllable. I will go home rather than stay here. Go. Think to spell G-O. Spell out loud with me. Go. G-O. Go. The O is saying O at the end of a syllable. Please write and mark the word go in your notebook. Number 2, he. One syllable. He went out to play tag with the other boys. Think to spell E. Spell out loud with me. He. H-E. He. The E is saying E at the end of a syllable. Write and mark he in your notebook. Number 3, me. One syllable. Call me and you and I can go together. Think to spell M-E. Spell out loud with me. Me, M-E, me. The E is saying E at the end of a syllable. Please write and mark me in your notebook. Number 4, we, one syllable. We eat all of our meals together as a family. We. Think to spell W-E. Spell out loud with me. We, W-E, we. Again, the E is saying E at the end of a syllable. Please write and mark we in your notebook. Number 5, she, one syllable. She is a little girl. She. Think to spell sh-e. Spell out loud with me. She, S-H-E, she. Again, E is saying E at the end of a syllable. Please write and mark she in your notebook. Number 6, my, one syllable. My mom and I both have straight hair. My. Think to spell I. Remember that I may not be used at the end of a word, so we use its stand-in, which is Y. Spell out loud with me. My, M-Y. Please write and mark my in your notebook. Number 7, try. One syllable. I will try the dress on to see if it fits. Try. Think to spell T-R-I. Again, remember, English words do not end in I, so we use its stand-in, Y. Please spell out loud with me. Try. T-R-Y. Try. The Y is saying I at the end of a syllable. Number 8, cry, one syllable. I will cry if I fall and hurt myself. Cry. Think to spell K-R-I. Spell out loud with me. Cry. C-R-Y. Again, Y is standing in for I and saying I at the end of a syllable. Number 9, fly, one syllable. A bird can fly high in the air. Fly. Spell fly out loud with me. F-L-Y. Fly. And I just remarked try, and I should do my too. That Y is saying its third sound, so I just wanted to mark that. So go ahead and write and mark fly in your notebook, and then also make sure you get those threes for the third sound that Y is making. Alright, we have a lot of homophones today. They're going to start now at number 10. 10 and 11 are the words so and so. Number 10 is it is so cold outside, one syllable, we think to spell S-O. Spell out loud with me, so, S-O. Please write and mark so in your notebook. Just need to check something real quick. My handy dandy cheat sheet. The next word is sew, as in a needle and a thread. Sew. This word has an exception. So I'm just going to show you how to spell it. This is a word we're just going to have to memorize. So, spell it out loud with me. So, S-E-W. Please write and mark so in your notebook. Number 12 and 13 are the words no. No as in the opposite of yes, and know as in to be familiar or acquainted with. No as in the interjection or the opposite of yes, we think to spell N-O. Spell out loud with me. No. N-O. No. Please write and mark no in your notebook. The other word know is in I know him from our time together at camp. Still one syllable we think to spell N-O. So two phonograms, multi-letter phonograms. The two-letter N and OU's second sound. Spell know as in knowledge with me. K-N-O-W. Know. Write and mark no in your notebook. Number 14, 15, and 16 are all sound the same, and they are the word do. The first do is like the verb to undertake. He will do the work, I will just sit and watch. The second way to think about do are like the wet drops when you get up in the morning on the grass. Wet drops of dew condensed on the grass. And the last one is in ode, like having a book that is due at the library, or a bill or money that is due. The bill is due today and must be paid. So the first do is two letters. Spell out loud with me. Do as in I will do that for you. D-O. O is making its third sound. Write and mark do in your notebook. Second dew as in wet grass. We think to spell de-u. Spell dew as in water on grass, D-E-W. Please write and mark dew. And the last dew is a silent E. You would be saying you at the end of a syllable, but English words do not end in U, so we need a silent E. V-U rule 2. Spell do, as in my library books are due, D-U-E. Please make sure you write and mark do in your notebook. "17, 18, hold on 1 second. "17, 18, and 19 are the words to, and to. The first to is the preposition, I want to go. The second to is as in also, I have too much work and not enough time. And then the third one is the number 2. T-O is the to as in I want to go, and O is saying its third sound. Also, to is T-O-O. I remember this because it has too many O's. Think about an excessive amount of O's, or it also means to an excessive degree. And then the number 2, T-W-O. This one doesn't sound like it looks, but we can think about other words that mean the number 2 that do sound like a TW, like twin. Twin means two babies at the same time, and so we think about the TW in twin, and then think about the TW in the word that spells the number 2. So please write and mark 2, 2, and 2 in your notebook. Number 20 and 21 are B and B. The first B is to exist or to go. There will be a meeting on Monday. And the second bee is like the little insect. The queen bee laid her hive. B, as in to exist, is spelled B-E. Spell out loud with me. B-E. The B, as in an insect, is spell it out loud with me. B-E-E. The E in to be is saying E at the end of a syllable. And then, of course, the 2-letter E is being used as the insect. The next set and the last 3 set are bys. By, as in the preposition, we live by the ocean. So it can be used as similar to the word near. Buy is in to purchase with money. We need to buy ice cream at the store. Or buy, as in goodbye. So here we go. Alright. The first by, as in near something, is spelled B-Y. The second one, buy as in to purchase, B-U-Y. And the third, buy as in goodbye, B-Y-E. So in 22, buy as in near, the Y is standing in for I, it's saying its third sound. When we think to spell buy as in to purchase, we actually think to spell B-I. It's one syllable when we say it, but we can think of it in three sounds. B-I. The U is saying its first sound, And then buy, as in goodbye, we have this stand-in silent E. It just helps us tell the difference between the buy as in near and the buy as in goodbye. So make sure you write and mark those in your notebook. The last thing I want you to do is put brackets around the different homophones. I'm not going to be able to do it with two of mine because I wrote them in different columns, but you should be able to do most of yours. So you kind of get the idea, but just put some brackets around the ones that sound together to remind you that they're homophones. Good job. See you next time.